Handling criticism as a small business owner. Hi guys, I'm Sonal from SOSA Candles, and today I wanted to discuss a very important topic, a topic which I felt I had someone to sit down with and explain these things and actually take me through these things because I have personally struggled with handling criticism, and there have been times where I have also not been able to decipher whether the criticism or the feedback that I'm getting, is that a legit feedback, or is that a good criticism that I must work on, or that I must just ignore. So when I started my business, I started it all by myself. I'm a proud child of two working class parents who've only trained me to educate myself well enough so that I can sit in a job where there's air conditioning flowing, so that I don't really have to worry about sweating in the afternoon. So I think this is the kind of environment that I come from, where I was always taught that it's always so good to have a job, to be working in a 9 to 5, to be an employee. So I think I always brought myself up only with the principles of doing things that would land me in a job and that would make me a good employee or to excel in whatever role I am. So naturally, when I started my business, it was challenging for me, and there were so many things that I learned only by falling down and getting back up. So I think when I'm making this video, it is for that old me who wants to listen to this, and it is for all the business owners out there who are who are going through things in life and who are working on getting better at their business, getting better at dealing with people. And this video is going to be a torchlight for everyone who wants to grow their business, who wants to handle criticism well, and who wants to grow. So yeah, I think I wanted to create it out of selfishness, because only because I did not have someone to explain these things. The way I've structured this video is that we're going to talk about four major pillars, and in those four major pillars there are certain elements that I want to discuss with you all in depth. So we're just going to have this think of this as a sit down chat that I'm having with you all, and like a friend who really wants to help you out. So the major pillars of this discussion are mindset and expectations, evaluating and responding to criticism, practical steps for handling criticism, learning and adapting, and support and confidence. So these are the major pillars that we are going to discuss about. Each one has its own importance and would help you get to the next level and grow your business to its fullest potential. Let's get into it. From the time that we've grown up until now, our parents always want to guard us. They want the best for us. They don't want us to fall down when we are playing games, or they don't want us to get hurt at all. And they've always tried to be a little risk averse, because the ultimate priority for them is for us to be safe. And you know this environment that we grow up, it actually guards us so much that we somehow become very averse to criticism. So when you are a new business owner, or when you are a business owner, the first thing that I really want to tell you is expect criticism. You are going to get criticism at every point of the way, because you are in the business of dealing with people, whether it is physical products, digital products, or services. You are going to deal with real people, and they are going to give you feedback on how to improve, or if they've got an area of improvement for you, or if there's any feedback they want to give you. And there is genuinely no way to stop that, because if anyone thinks there is potential to do more, and if anyone thinks they can add 2 cents and give you the feedback or give you the criticism that is going to help you take 2 steps ahead in your life or in your business, they are going to do that. So we should not shut our doors. We should not we should not snap back at people. We must expect criticism, and When I was doing the comparison between when we were a child and when we are actually a business owner, think of this as the most beautiful gift that a business will give you. The more criticism you get, the more feedback you get, the more you can improve. Whether it is a product or a service, every feedback you get is an opportunity to improve. And at a point in time when you are new, you get a lot of feedback, and that is when you have to work on improving it. And I think if your customers are there, or if you're dealing with anyone who is giving you certain kind of feedback that will help you work on, that will help you improve, do make sure to do make sure to actually think about it and actually expect it, and just build it in your mindset that there is some sort of criticism that I'm going to get, and I want to make the best out of it. So, whenever you get any kind of feedback, all you need to keep in mind is this feedback will impact the way I conduct my business or the way I serve my customers. And the kind of feedback that you receive, you can then sort of compartmentalize and then sort of decipher whether or not it will have any consequences on your business, and if you work on it, what will be the positive impact on your business. So please do not be averse to feedback. Expect feedback, expect criticism, and welcome it with open arms. One thing I've personally struggled with is, and I still continue to struggle with it sometimes, is to separate personal from professional. Sometimes when people give you feedback, it's only just about your product or the kind of service that you're providing. We are in no way supposed to take this feedback personally, because this feedback is only provided to help us improve. If by any chance we start taking these feedbacks personally, it is going to impact us mentally, and it is going to really affect our self-esteem and our capability of running our business. So we need to really decipher, and we really need to draw some lines and not to take any kind of feedback personally. It's only for your professional gain, to make sure that your business does well. The third thing I wanted to discuss is to develop a growth mindset. See, wherever in life, we'll always see two kinds of people. This is the only two distinction that I have personally seen, and I want to discuss with you. There's one kind who will always be a victim, who will say, why me? Why am I going through this? Why is all of this happening to me? And then there's another kind who will accept all of this as a challenge, as an opportunity to get better, to grow themselves, and to actually get past this milestone. So when you are in the business, you don't have the rights to say why me. You are in the business to solve a problem. So if you are facing a challenge, that's an opportunity for you to work on it and get further with it. If you do not work on it, then there's a potential consequence to it. Someone else will work on it, someone else will get better, someone else's business will grow better than yours. So you really need to make sure to have a growth mindset, to view every mistake as an opportunity for learning, for getting better, to view every challenge as an opportunity to become a better business owner, to provide a better service, to provide a better product to the customer. So having a growth mindset is really, really important, because when you are running the business, it's really different from actually being an employee. When you're an employee, you work 9 to 5, you go back home on time, you take your Saturdays and Sundays off, you do not want to be disturbed during your weekends because that is your personal time. And when you are a business owner, you are working 24/7. You don't take leaves because that's your baby and you want to grow your baby. And the least of all is you do not run away from challenges. The reason why you are developing so much adherence to pain and so much tolerance to pain is because Now the tables have turned. You're not going to get paid salary. You actually have to pay salaries. You actually have to run the show. So it's really important for us to broaden our horizons, to look further and to develop a growth mindset. This is the only thing that will take you further in your business, whether it is, a short-term business that you want to do for a year or something that is in the longer run. Having a higher tolerance to pain and developing a growth mindset is a key to growing your business. Now let's talk about something else. Evaluating and responding to criticism. Like I said, my working class parents have always guided me, and they've always guarded me as well, guarded me to the level where I could not accept any kind of criticism. And any kind of criticism that was thrown my way was taken personally, and this person would be, on my hit list, and I'd look for opportunities when I'd give back to the person. And that's just wrong because you know there's a way, there's a mechanism to deal with any kind of situations. So when you are getting feedback as well, you just can't snap back, you just can't look for a way to give back, or you just don't want to do tit for tat. You really want to look at it methodically, because now you're running a business, and it's really important that every feedback that we get is evaluated to its greatest depth and is also responded back in the most polite way. So here are a few pointers that I feel are important for you all to know, and let's go through them one by one. First, learn to evaluate feedback. Like I said, instead of jumping to conclusions, instead of thinking that this person's wrong, or this person's like simply jealous of me, or this person doesn't care about my feelings, it's really important to evaluate the feedback. Now, next point is respond, don't react. Like I said, there are some feedbacks that you might get for very silly or very vague reasons, and so the only way to make it better for you and the person who's giving you feedback is to understand the feedback thoroughly, ask questions, seek clarifications, ask for examples, so that there is like complete clarity. And now we're going to talk about handling negative reviews. I touched based upon it in the previous pointer as well, and I'm just going to like go in depth into it, and also going to share some examples that'll help you all understand this better. So, like I said, you will get all kinds of feedbacks when you are in business, and you have to be able to take them, work on them, improve them, and respond to them. And see, you also have to understand that you yourself are a human being. Sometimes you're just not mentally available to respond to things. Sometimes you have personal situations or family emergencies on hand that would hinder you from actually focusing on it mentally and thoroughly. And that's where you need to, template your responses. With the advent of technology, you can create a template response, and you can put that as a response for any kind of feedback that you get. When you have the time, when you have the space, you can go back to the feedback. You can see what your customers like informed you, notified you, left you a review for, and depending on the circumstances, depending on the amount of convenience and communication available, you can personalize it. You can reach out to the customer yourself. You can understand it, via phone chat or a phone call. The second step is to provide choices. There were times when my candles were received broken, but I'm also going to bear a loss of sending the same product to a customer at my own cost. It's really important that we understand that we are running our business for our ultimate good, to make profits, to get better ourselves, to have a great life, whether it is monetary wise, whether it is peace of mind, whether it is becoming your own boss. So it's just really, really important to make sure that the customer that pays for your products is happy and that you're providing them enough options so that they are confident enough to trust you and think of you as a credible business. On a platform like Etsy as well, you have to respond to this feedback. If you read an unpleasant review which is definitely going to impact your business, and sometimes it may not be true as well, or there might be like thousands of reasons why this particular order has gone wrong. There are multiple ways to deal with it as well. One is that you're going to like boil your blood, and you're going to write a befitting reply that will make that'll make sure that the other person is as hurt as you are. And the other thing is, like I said, just evaluate the feedback so deeply that you understand and empathize with your customer. You understand why why they've given you this feedback, and you respond in the most polite manner. Because when you're responding, you're not just responding, as a sonal. You're responding as a business owner, as the founder of SOSA Candles, or you're responding as your business, and it's going to show up on you. There are platforms like Etsy that allow you to connect with your customer. You can always personally get in touch with your customer, have a chat with, if the orders come to you on a website, you can always have a chat with them, a phone call or a message. You want to understand them, and if there are any ways to improve their experience, please go ahead and do so. In summary, you want to provide enough options to the customer so that they have a good experience with us, and so that they always come back to you again, and that they don't badmouth you in front of other people. So it's really important that you provide enough options and resolve the matter amicably. The third thing is responding to public feedback. Like I said, when you are selling on a platform like Etsy, which gives you the right and the opportunity to make things right and to have a chat with the customer and to respond publicly to any negative review, it is really important that we respond politely and that we understand the consequences that will have on our business, because every customer reads reviews before they buy a product. I am sure you must be doing the same as well. Whenever we are making any purchase, we try and see how many stars this product has gotten, how many reviews does the product has, does it not have any negative reviews, because more or less the next person buying the product will also have the same experience, and hence it's important to handle negative feedback very delicately, and to ensure that we are able to resolve the customers problems so that it does not hinder our future business. Whenever you're responding to a feedback, you're not only thinking of this one customer, but you're also thinking of the 1,000 customers who are going to read the feedback and are going to decide whether or not to buy from you. Now we are actually going to talk about learning and adapting. But now is the time where you are going to put your business owner hat on, and then you're going to decide what kind of feedback is important to me, and what kind of feedback I must work on, and how it is going to impact my business as well. So every time you'll get feedback, some feedback is going to help you directly, some not, and some is just like etc, 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 and you just have to sort of avoid it. So whenever you get some good feedback, that is going to help you take your business forward. Implement the changes, work on it. Don't just say I will do it, actually implement that into action. Because whenever you are in the position to make a change, wherever you are in the position to provide options, whenever you are in the position to make a difference, do that. Because this continuous improvement will help you scale your business and will help you grow more and more loyal customers. And the last point is customer specific adjustments. See, there are customers, especially when I'm handling B2B orders, so many times there are customers who are very finicky and who are very particular about the things that they want, and I naturally just give in, because I know that these customers are really important to me. They're naturally very important to my business. So I'm very happy to swallow my ego, keep my personal ego aside, and just help them get the kind of product that they want. So that the next time that they think of getting candles for their business, they always think about me. So whenever you have something, or whenever you have the bandwidth to go above and beyond and to make customer specific adjustments, do it. And this one's my favorite because it's like the last it's the last and the most important of all. Support and building network and building your people of confidence. So being a business owner gets lonely sometimes, because 90% people that we know in our lives are in a job and will not be able to relate to us. So naturally, when you talk to them about your challenges or what you're going through, or for anything under the sun, they will not understand it. And that's when you need to build your new support network. See, I'm not saying that you have to like banish or abandon your friends and your family just because they're in a job and you're not. It's important that there is a certain kind of support, or there is a certain kind of enmity, or there's a certain kind of brotherhood that you will get from a fellow business owner, is something that you might not get from a friend or a family member, or the kind of network that you want that will really help you take your business ahead. You might not find them in your friends and your family. So then it's important to go out, to network with other business owners, to network with other businesses who are either in the same business or doing something that is completely different from your business. So my final thoughts, I just want to leave you all with one thought. At the end of this video, I just want to leave you all with one thought. Criticism is not an enemy. It is for your own betterment. It is for the betterment of your business. Getting good feedback, bad feedback will always help you improve your business, and will always help you grow your business in whatever niche you are in. In the beginning, it is difficult. Of course, it's hard to digest someone talking bad about our baby, but it gets better over time when you make changes, when you make improvements, when you understand where your customer is coming from. So I wanted to ask you, how did you all find the content so far? If you've liked it, please do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to my channel. It truly helps me a lot, because this will help my video reach out to the potential people who will benefit from this video. So please do me a favor and like, and if you've got any questions, feel free to write them down in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.